Hello, Buddhas. Today we are going to be talking about how shortcuts shortchange you. Now, Buddhas, before we get started, I've got a playlist down in the video description and some other great links that you can click on to help accelerate your spiritual awakening. Now, this is totally ripped right out of producer Michael's video. I think it's the one where he's talking about using your mindset to really manifest and have a great kick-ass life. But most importantly, he said some incredible things, and that is that shortcuts shortchange you. And I love that because there's so many examples in the world of, if you do this law of attraction technique, you will have everything you want. Write something on a piece of paper, and then do this magical ritual stuff with it, and then boom, you're a millionaire. Great thumbnail. But guess what, Buddhas? That's some BS. Because it could work. That's the thing. That's the real clincher here, Buddhas. It could work. I'm not saying that it won't. But do you really want short-term success, or do you want to actually become and be the success? That's where I'm at now. Someone could offer me an opportunity for $1 million and just be like, hey, sign here, you get $1 million. I'd be like, no. Because at this point, Buddhas, what I want is not to be some guy that got $1 million and doesn't know why and then just poof, loses it. Oh no, I had fun for a year or two. My life. But I actually desire and I actually am becoming and feeling and being the Buddha billionaire. And what's so powerful about that is lasting success. That is lasting endeavor. That is putting in the time, putting in the work, putting in the hours, the practice, the swag building. You don't get to make awesome YouTube videos like this day one. You practice this, you create that persona, you understand that it is about the repetition, the existing, the doing. And when you do something constantly and you become it, that is where the real success lies. Now, I'm not saying, Buddhas, I'm not saying for 1 minute not to have that great aspiration right out the gate. I think I've talked about this before, but I've got desires for multi-million-dollar mansions, I've got desires for multi-$100,000 watches, I've got desires for multi-million-dollar yachts. Maybe a private jet at some point, who knows? With the way that the world is going, private jets may be the only way to travel. But, Buddhas, all of that stuff means nothing to me, absolutely nothing, if I'm not in the right headspace to appreciate and enjoy it properly. Now, if someone invited me to a yacht and said, hey, Alex, be there tomorrow, I'd probably be like, yeah, that'd be great, and I would probably enjoy it. But I am not at a spot yet where I would fully appreciate and understand everything that goes into that experience. And what I want to do is not just be some guy that hangs out on a yacht, but to be some guy who owns a yacht, is providing a career opportunity for a yacht captain, is in a position of financially maintaining and sustaining that yacht, and doing it from a place of ease and flow because I'm able to provide what I love to the world and I'm able to do it constantly, and I just happen to enjoy being on a yacht at some point. What I'm getting at, Buddhas, is that the mentality, the mindset that is required in order to sustain and maintain and continue that flow and to continue to grow it and to move from one game to the next game and to be in a position of being the Buddha billionaire. Me personally, that's not everyone's dream, of course, but to embrace that persona properly, that takes a little bit of time. How much time? Buddhas, I can't tell you how much time, because it takes 12 months for a horse baby, it takes 9 months for a human baby, and I'm pretty sure it takes less than a month for a chick to be born. So all of these things come in their own time. They're all equally valid, but they're all somewhat different as well. So when it comes to your desires in the world, the shortcuts shortchange you, because if you just take a bunch of shortcuts to try and get to the end goal, thinking that that's what you actually want, then you're just going to be disappointed anyways because you're already in a position of being disappointed. How being in the state of understanding the success is so much more important than just taking a shortcut to try and get there. Oh, I wrote it on a piece of paper and then it manifested, but then I didn't know how to actually take care of it, and I bought the Lamborghini, but I didn't realize it was going to cost me like $50,000 a year just to do oil changes, and now I can't afford it and I have to sell it again, and that was a huge waste of time and money, and that was just really silly. And it's also Ottawa. Why would I buy a Lamborghini in Ottawa? It snows 90% of the time. That would be so dumb. Those kinds of conversations are ones that I understand that I'm not at that state yet, and getting a Lamborghini tomorrow would be a hilariously bad idea. And I realize we're not talking about yachts anymore, but it's a somewhat more attainable goal. What I ultimately want to get to here, Buddhas, is the recognition that being on the journey to getting what you want, if you want to put it that way, is so much more fun than actually having what you want. Yes, attaining goals is fantastic, and I'm attaining goals every single day, especially with this YouTube channel. We are growing like crazy, and I'm appreciating all the subscribes and likes and comments. It's great. But mostly, the mindset around it, I see myself now as someone who creates YouTube videos. That's one aspect of my world, that's one aspect of my revenue income, that's one aspect of life, and how I can give what's up here to all of you. And there's a lot up here to give to all of you. But it doesn't specifically define me, and I don't necessarily see myself as just someone who creates video content. I want to do so much more with my life. And that's really where Buddha Billionaire has helped me. It has helped me to really come to a point of being this badass guy that I knew I always could be, but was holding back slightly. It's embracing and opening up this whole other side of Alex that, frankly, I'm quite excited about. I can't wait to share more of it with you. I can't wait to bring more of this into the world. And Buddhas, we are just getting started. So, remember, comment down below. Let me know if there's those goals you're working on, and if you would be willing or not to actually put in the time to attain them in a way that you can maintain them. Attain it in a way that you can maintain it. And Buddhas, remember that when you're doing that, the most important thing at the end of the day is to love yourself.